If you get caught, you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life. So I said, you're going to do, every time we meet, something called a surveillance detection route. And I'm going to show you how to come up with one. So you start at your house, and then you go to a shop, and you buy, a light bulb. And then you take some cut-throughs through a neighborhood, and you go to another shop, and then you buy a newspaper, whatever. And then you do some crazy kind of stuff, and you go to a third shop and buy something. And then if you're not being followed, just to make sure, then you do stuff like you go the wrong way down the one-way street, or you keep making U-turns in the street or whatever, just to make sure you're clean, right? And then you also do that after our meetings. Now, on the way to the meeting, your surveillance detection route should be at least 2 hours. Make sure that you're not being followed. And then when we're done, it should be at least an hour. Got it? And he said, got it. I'll do it. So the next time we met, I said, did you do the surveillance detection route? He said, I did. Bullshit. We had 3 teams of guys on him. He got in his car at his house, drove straight to the hotel, never saw the 6 guys in 3 cars that we had on him. So I said, okay, where did you stop? He said, well, I stopped at the coffee shop, and I had a coffee, and then I went over here, and then he was all made up. He wasn't stopping anywhere. I said, okay, that's great. So what I want you to do is I want you to rent a post office box. So I'm giving you my telephone number. If you need anything, I want you to call and say, I'm making this part up, the rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain. And I'm going to say, mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. And that means, meet me at the Marriott coffee shop at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Okay? He says, got it. I said, all right. Now, in the event that we lose telephone contact, I'll be able to leave a message for you in the post office box. So check the post office box once a week. He's like, okay. This guy was working for a foreign country that I can say is arguably one of our greatest and most dangerous enemies in the world. Okay? So what he's doing after the meetings is he's driving directly to that country's embassy, and he's meeting with their station chief. And then the station chief gets on the phone and reports on an open telephone line everything that happened in the meeting back to their capital. So we've got him dead to rights.